So I made some fake skin out of latex, and we're going to use that today. I'm going to measure it up against where I want it to go. So I also put latex on all the spots where the mask would be touching and stuck it on, making sure to move it around so that it would be where I wanted it to be. Now I actually ended up cutting off a lot of the skin around my jaw to make it fit properly without having to glue it down. You know, if you want to leave that there for effect, if you want to make it look messy, you know, you go for it. You go and do that. Won't stop you. For the top part, I just used black grease paint and put small dots where I wanted to cut it, so I wouldn't cut off too much or too little. I also cut off the center so it would fit better. I also put Kleenex and latex over the sides to bridge the gap between the fake skin and the real skin to make it more seamless. I'm using more Kleenex and more latex around the top of my nose and the sides. Then I started filling in the inside of the fake mouth with red and black face paints. I used an alcohol activated paint palette for the skin, but I didn't want it to look like it was actually part of my skin, so I used a darker color. I'm just adding more face paint around the sides to make it look kind of gross. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I also added some black for depth, but I suck at working in camera. I took some thread and used it with an actual needle. Be very, very careful with this. I don't stress it enough that I poked myself at least twice doing this, and it's not fun. So if you're gonna do this, I would suggest taking spirit gum and gluing individual pieces down. But I wanted to make it more like authentic, you know? So once I reach the end, just stick it through, make it look unfinished. I used black around the holes to make it look older and more scabby, you know, because I like to make things look dirtier instead of more clean. Now before you go ham with the fake blood, I'm going to suggest spending $2 or $3 to get a cheap brush from the art store that you won't really care about in the future, because this will keep professional grade brushes from being unusable if you use them with fake blood. After adding more blood around the mouth, you're done. But remember that you can't eat with this on, so if you want to, I would suggest moving it down further and leaving a bigger space between the stitches.